everyone, welcome to the Charlene Show, which discusses taboos, social, cultural, religious, lifestyle, and human interest stories. I am your host, Charlene Tarona. Today I'm joined by Sue Bolt, who is going to be talking to us about Reps Theater. We just want to talk about the theater. You know, everyone knows, almost everyone I guess knows about Reps Theater, but today we're just going to get into the tiny bitsy details so that we learn more about what they do, how one can take part, and things like that. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Charlene.
I'm glad to have you here. Can you please introduce yourself?
Well, as you said, I am Sue Bolt. I am currently the chairman of Reps Theatre, or the Repertory Players. I've been involved in theatre for many, many years. You could say it's in my blood.
Okay.
I started at a very young age. I was bit by the theatre bug when I was 4 years old.
Wow.
My parents were very involved. I was born and brought up in Kadoma. And my parents were very involved with the Campbell Theatre Club in Kadoma. Okay. And yeah, my first appearance on stage, I was 4 in a ballet.
I wish you had pictures. Do you have pictures?
Of me in a ballet at the age of 4?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. I think my mum's probably got one.
Okay.
I was a mouse. Goes back, it goes back far.
Okay.
I've been involved with Reps now for 35 years.
Wow.
Having done, I appeared in my first production in this theatre in 1988 when I finished at university.
Okay. Okay, so now this is what has always been on my mind now regarding Reps Theatre. Why Reps Theatre? What does Reps Theatre? What does Reps mean? What does it have to do with theatre? What's in the name?
It's Reps Theatre is the home of the Repertory Players. The Repertory Players is a wholly amateur society.
Okay.
It was started by 4 people doing a play reading in the Duthie Hall, which used to be part of where Exhibition Park or the Showgrounds is now. It was way out of town in 1931. So 4 like-minded individuals got together and said, we're going to start a theatre group. And they started out, like I say, with the play reading, all 4 of them in the Duthie Hall. And the Repertory Players grew from there. And they did a lot of work in the Duthie Hall, in the then Showgrounds. And there was much controversy about why have we got a theatre so far out of town?
Yes,
because back in those days it was very far. Okay. There were no street lights, there was no public transport, all of those things. But they eventually grew out of that space. And 61 years ago, the Reps Theatre opened here in its existing location in Belgravia. 61 years ago. Okay. The original Repertory Players fundraised, they sold bricks, they sold a Theatre Foundation membership, and people all the community in Salisbury, Harare, contributed towards building a home for the Repertory Players. Like I say, we're all amateurs. We don't get paid for what we do. I'm currently the chairman, as I said, of the Repertory Players. And we all do it for love. We do it for the love of the arts. Yes, Reps is our home because we are the Repertory Players, but we have travelled, Reps over the years, or members of Reps over the years have travelled we've been to festivals, theatre festivals in Kadoma, theatre festivals in Mushingo, Mutari, Bulawayo. We've taken shows down to various theatres. We've taken them down to Bulawayo, to Kadoma. We've taken them to Mutari. We used to go out to the districts and perform in country clubs and so on. It's all to spread the news and the word and our love of theatre and the performing arts in general.
Okay, wow, wonderful. So, who can become a member? Is Reps Theatre a member organization?
It's a membership. It's a membership-owned and operated organization. We are a not-for-profit organization, and we rely on our membership to allow us to keep the place going.
Okay.
So anybody can be a member. We are very happy to have all sorts of members. We would like to have active members, members who will work on the stage, who will work backstage, who will help out with costumes and sets and so on, because we do all of that stuff ourselves. We make our own costumes, we make our own sets. And we actually have membership categories ranging from 13 years old, which is our rep teens, right through to you can be 102 and be a member of Reps. We are very happy for that. So various categories of membership. It doesn't mean, if you're not a member, it doesn't mean you can't come here.
Okay.
Everybody is welcome. But those of us who have been members for years is because we want to be able to give back. So by paying our membership, we allow it allows the society to continue operating. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
If you're a member, you get discounted theatre tickets. Your tickets, you have a discount for when you purchase tickets. You also have discounted prices in the bar. So you want to have a drink after a rehearsal or whatever, you can have a drink in the bar and it's discounted. But we are not exclusively a member organization. You can come and do shows or be part of shows or come and see shows without being a member.
Okay. So membership fees, how much are they?
At the moment, a regular member, so this is somebody who's not a rep teen or not a senior, or we've got various categories, but our highest category is $120 a year.
And the lowest category?
The lowest category is a senior member, and I don't want to get this wrong, but I think I should know, is $45 for the year.
Or for the whole year?
Yeah. The Rep Teens membership, which is our 13 to 19-year-olds, that is $30 a year.
Okay.
And that happens once a week on a Friday night during the term time.
Okay.
We've got a fantastic coordinator, mentor who runs that program.
Okay.
And in fact, we're very proud, and I have to plug this because we're very proud. One of our rep teens who started, I remember him in a pantomime when he was about, maybe 8, maybe younger. He's just been in a BBC One television drama.
Oh, wow.
We have some very famous rep teens.
Wow.
Lucy Msamati was a rep teen and reps member.
Okay.
Chipo Chung was also a rep teens reps member. And now we've got Tulani, who's just been in a BBC One drama.
Oh, wow.
So we're very proud. We've got a very proud history of bringing people through the theatre.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now I've come here. I've attended a comedy show. Yes. Are you still holding them?
Yes.
Post COVID-19.
Yes. Now that we're allowed to open again, we are fully open. We staged a farce in March. Various organizations hire our space. The space we're in right at the minute is the theatre upstairs. And we hire it out to people who want to come and put on their own shows. Or we put our own productions on in this theatre and in the main theatre downstairs. So yes, we are running and opening in May, 15th of May, is our production of Twelfth Night, William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, which is an O-level set book.
Okay.
And having had 2 children go through O-levels and A-levels in English literature, it serves a huge purpose in helping children to understand the story. Because so many of us are now more visual You don't read. You don't necessarily get the full story when you read something. So if you actually watch the play, it helps you understand better.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I was in a production of a play called An Inspector Calls, which was an A-level book, A-level set play. And we had great feedback from the schools that came to see it, saying, wow, now it makes sense to us.
Yeah.
So that's our next production is 12th night.
On the
High ticket.
And how much are Reps Theatre tickets?
They vary. It depends. Again, there are concessions. So students are $10 or equivalent. Adult tickets are $15, but there's discounts for pensioners, there's discounts for members, and the various productions, the guys who hire, they set their own ticket charges. So they vary.
Okay, and where do you advertise all these shows?
We advertise on social media. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, we have our own website on which we advertise, and some of the publications like Bambazonke are very kind to us and advertise for us, advertise for free for us, because, as I said, we're a not-for-profit. We advertise through schools, and we have a mailing list that people can join if they want to know more about the theatre.
Okay, and how do they join this mailing list?
We have got probably the easiest way to do it if they're not at the theatre. If they're at the theatre, at the box office, at the spotlight, there are little slips that you fill in with your name, your email address, and your WhatsApp number. And then that gets added to our database. Alternatively, you can email the office, office@reps.co.zw, and say, please, can you add me to the mailing list? Or follow us on social media, like I say.
Okay. Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
now, age restrictions. I see you're talking about 8-year-olds. Are there any age restrictions?
It depends on the. Are you talking about at the productions or to become a member?
To become a member, I guess they're not. But
No.
The shows that Reps Theatre.
We do
Yes.
what we all the productions we do. We send the script to the Board of Censors. The Board of Censors will sometimes give us an age restriction, but we also are very cognizant of making sure that it's age appropriate. So sometimes we will actually say, actually, guys, this is a 16 age restriction, or this is a PGA. But we tend to try and do more family-oriented entertainment. Sometimes people will say to me, is this suitable for my 5-year-old? And I'll say, probably not. They might get bored. For example, I wouldn't recommend bringing a 5-year-old to Shakespeare. But I would certainly recommend bringing a 5-year-old to the pantomime or to a musical, But we are cognizant of the fact that we have different age groups and have to then make sure that we're appropriate, age appropriate.
And what's your policy on photography?
Absolutely not. Nope. Photography and filming is prohibited because unless somebody says we are hiring the theatre and we're going to live stream our that's absolutely up to you. But our own productions, we have a partnership with the Michelle Lane Photographic Society, and they come and do all of our official photographs. But no, it's no.
Okay, so your productions, photos and videos are out.
Yes. If you want to come and see the show, come and see the show.
Okay.
Because there's this wonderful thing about theatre. It's 3D. It's 3-dimensional. You've got sound, you've got lights, you've got people, you can, there's an atmosphere about live theatre. And it's also not fair on the performers that maybe 60 people come and see the show, but somebody videos it, then posts it on YouTube, and then 300,000 people can watch it for nothing. It productions cost. Nothing's for free, I'm afraid.
You're very right. I don't know, is there anything else that you'd like to add regarding what you've talked about? Or maybe before you do that, if somebody wants to hire space here, how do they go about it?
They can contact the office. Again, email office@reps.co.zw, or you can phone, but we've got very ancient tel 1 lines in this area, so they don't, every now and again they don't work.
Okay.
But 0242 336 706
Okay.
is the number. And we'd love to hear from people. We love having the theatres full. And we do as many of our own productions as we possibly can. But yes, if people want to use our spaces, we're more than happy to talk to them about that.
Okay, so how do you make time within your busy schedule to come through, do productions, direct productions? How do you go about it?
As I said, we do it for love. We do it for the love of the arts. Thankfully, I am married to a man I met here at the theatre.
Okay.
He gets it. He understands because he was involved with the theatre before I was.
Okay.
So it's one of those things you say, okay, well, I've got to go to work from 8 till 5, and then I've got to be at rehearsal at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and you come down and you spend 2 hours or 3 hours rehearsing, then you go home and make supper, or hope one of the kids has made supper, or whatever. You know, it's because we love it, we do it. Because we're passionate about it, because this is our second home. And we are very, very, all of us are very passionate about it. And we just want other people to come and be part of our love for theatre. As I say, acting, singing, dancing, making costumes, building sets, directing. I've been directing since 2011. But when I get the chance to tread the boards, I'm a very happy woman because that's how I started.
Wonderful. Any last words regarding Reps Theatre?
Just come and support us. Come and see our shows. Come and add your applause for our casts and our crews and all the people who work so hard to entertain you. And we'd love to see you.
Thank you so much, Sue.
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you very much.
So we were joined by Sue Bolt, the chairperson of Reps Theatre, talking to us, sharing information regarding the theatre with us. All the contacts that she's mentioned are in the chat section. So if you would like to get a hold of Sue, if you'd like to get a hold of the Reps Theatre office, you can check them out. Until we meet again, I'm your host, Charlene Tarona. Goodbye.